Hey everybody, my name is Deja and welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing my June TBR. So I'm really excited for this month because I am co-hosting two different things, and one of them I have a whole video about on my channel, and that is the tarot readathon, which is happening the entire month of June. If you have not heard about it, I will have everything linked about that because it is kind of a more complex readathon, but you can mood read or plan a TBR. I'm going to be mood reading, so I will pull my very first card and discuss that at the end of the video. I've actually already filmed this once and I have to redo the whole thing and plan a whole new TBR because I lost all the audio. It got corrupted. So we're here again for the second time. I'm also going to be co-hosting the 24-hour horror-athon, which is hosted by Ashley from Ashley's Little Library. I am the co-host for the June round, and it's happening from June 30th to July 1st, I think 8 to 8. And there's also going to be a movie watch-along for the movie Raw. And the group book for this round is This Is Where We Talk Things Out. This one has apparently been going around on TikTok. It's less than 100 pages, and it apparently has to do with like familial trauma, and it is queer. Ashley definitely tried to put a lot of queer representation into the options so that we could, you know, represent for Pride Month, of course. I also have plans to read a lot of queer books throughout the month, and I also am going to be doing a Black author horror reading vlog for Juneteenth. Every single week I plan on having a reading vlog related to the tarot readathon. The Black author horror one, I think I might start early, but each week I'm going to have something planned, whether it's a weekly reading vlog, a themed reading vlog, or something, you know, like exchanging my screen time for reading, something like that. There's going to hopefully be a reading vlog every single week related to the tarot readathon, but also having other things sprinkled in so it's not just like really repetitive. I'm not a huge fan of just like plain weekly reading vlogs, so yeah, but I kind of wanted to do weekly reading vlogs for the tarot readathon. So that's what we're going to be doing, and I am going to be doing 5 spins for this month's spinner wheel. And the buzzword for this month is other, so I have either A Hunger Like No Other, which I plan on reading because that one has actually other. This is a vampire romance. Another option that I have that I recently just got is Just Like Mother, and so it has other in mother. So it's kind of a stretch to me, but not too much, but I really do want to read this book, so I honestly might go with this one. It is about some lady, and I think she recently escaped from a cult, and she learns about this fertility specialist, and I'm assuming there's a child that results from this who is kind of off. I don't know if that's 100% correct, but I know for sure that she escaped a cult and is interacting with a fertility expert. So it sounds super interesting. I love thrillers and horror with like motherhood themes, so I'm really excited to get to this one, if this is the one that I decide to go with. Hopefully maybe I can read both, but you know, I have a lot going on, so we'll see. Also, I do have my book club that I run over on Patreon, and we have not picked the book yet. It's honestly in a 3-way tie, so we will see. There is at least one other person that I know that hasn't voted yet, so hopefully she will vote by the time the poll ends tomorrow night, so I will add in whatever book it is. So I talked to everybody in my Discord, and we decided to actually go with not one of the original options that was in the poll. So we are going to be reading The Honeys, which is actually a young adult horror, but I've heard nothing but good things, and it is queer, and we wanted to read a queer book for the month of June, obviously Pride Month, and apparently this one takes place in a secluded summer retreat, so it's perfect for this time of year, and it follows Mars, who's actually the name of somebody in my Patreon, and after the tragic death of his sister, Caroline, he delves into her mysterious life at the prestigious Aspen Conservatory Summer Academy. Excluded due to his gender fluidity, Mars uncovers a dark underbelly hidden beneath the fairy tale facade as he confronts his sister's friends and the haunting secrets surrounding her demise, while a malevolent force threatens his sanity and survival. So it literally sounds so good, and we're all really excited to read this. I've actually been wanting to read this for a while. I know some of the other people on my Patreon have been wanting to read this for a while, so I'm just really thrilled that we will be able to read this in June. So that still is a lot going on, but that's why I decided to do 5 spins this month. I originally did 6, but I'm going to do 5. So let me start sharing my screen and we will get into those spins. Okay, so here is the first spin. The audio's off. There we go. We have a blindfold pick. And I actually really was hoping to get this prompt because I really enjoyed this prompt, even though I haven't gotten it before. But I actually am going to be doing a book haul that'll probably be coming out after this, and I have the books all set beside me. So I thought if I got this prompt, I could literally just pick blindfoldedly or just closing my eyes from the books below me. I think I'm going to record it on my phone so I don't have to move the camera. And I obviously don't know where these books are because I literally just stacked them into piles. So I'm going to start closing my eyes now and recording. Let me press the button. Okay. So I'm recording. Here is my juice cup, I think. It should be empty. Dang, I don't know what to do. I think I want to choose from one of these 3 stacks. I do have the stacks over there, but that stack, let me see. Yeah, this one is mostly books that I've read before. So I kind of want to go for something in this stack. Let's see. Maybe I should go for something in the other stack. I think I'm going to go for this one. No. I think I'm going to go for... I need to I don't know if I can pull out the books that I want. This one feels shiny. I think I might go for this one. What is it? Legends and Lattes! Yay! So hopefully I'll be able to insert that footage, but I ended up picking Legends and Lattes, which I'm really excited about because I'm pretty sure this book is queer, and I also think I have the audiobook out right now. This is about a orc named Viv, and she has been through a lot of battles and everything like that. She was I don't know, in the army or something like that, but she was in a lot of battles, and she decides that she's going to retire and open a coffee shop, but she's kind of facing some challenges because of the town's lack of knowledge about coffee. So she is seeking out help from unexpected allies, and it sounds super cute. I've heard that this is kind of no plot, just vibes, and it's a lot about coffee shops, and I used to be a barista. Thank God I'm not anymore, but I used to be a barista, so I feel like I will definitely really enjoy this book because I enjoy the barista part of being a barista, but not everything else about that job because it has a lot of other things related to the job. So I'm definitely really excited to get to this one, and it's queer. Moving on to the second spin. A book for a reading vlog. Okay. So one that I'm going to be reading for a reading vlog is Flowers for the Sea by Zin E. Rockland, which is another one that I recently picked up. This is a short horror novella that is about the ocean. It says that it's like Rosemary's Baby meets Octavia E. Butler, and so I'm really excited to get to this one. I was recommended this by Jessie, so I'm really excited to read this. It says that this one is about a flooded city where people kind of struggle to survive because of lack of resources and everything like that, and there's these mysterious creatures, and so we follow one specific character who is a pregnant outcast, and she kind of holds this mysterious power. So I'm really excited to get to this one as well. Third spin. A new to me author. Another one I'm going to be reading for this reading vlog where I read Black horror for Juneteenth. I also really want to read Cirque Berserk, who I've never read from before. This one I'm unsure exactly what it's about, but there's roller skates on the front, and I believe that there's clowns involved, probably some circus related horror, but I've heard really good things about this one, and it is a slasher. I do know that, and I don't know of many slashers that are written by Black authors, so I'm really excited to get to this one. Moving on to the fourth spin. I have another Black author. Okay, so the one for Black author that I'm going to be doing is Blacktop Wasteland by S.A. Cosby, who's an author I've read before. This is another one I recently picked up, and I've heard such good things about this one, specifically from Hailey Hughes. I also really loved Razorblade Tears. I gave it 5 stars. I believe it was also on my favorites of the year last year. And this one is about a man who's used to be a getaway driver, but he's kind of gotten out of that life, but kind of all these life pressures is forcing him back into taking this one last job that he thinks will be a big payout for him and keep him surviving for the rest of his life. And I've heard such good things about this one that it's a lot of people's favorites. And for that horror vlog, I'm going to be including this one, even though it's more of a thriller mystery as well, but I have 3 other books for sure that I want to read for that reading vlog, so I'm not spoiling it too much for y'all, but y'all have seen 3 of the books that are going to be for that Black author reading vlog. And the 5th and final spin. We have an ocean horror. For this one, I'm going to be going with the original book I had for my tarot readathon card pick that I had last time. It was read a book that has animals involved, and I was pretty sure this one did have animals in some sort of capacity. It was for the strength card, but I don't know if I'm going to re-pull that, probably not. So I'm going to be going with The Deep by Nick Cutter. This one follows a crew that is going underneath the ocean because there is this strange plague that's going on that causes people to forget things at first, and the bodies forget how to function involuntarily, and there is no cure. Some people say that there's ambrosia underneath the ocean, and that could potentially be a cure. So they're going underneath the ocean. It is horror. I really like The Truth by Nick Cutter, but I think that this one I could love even more potentially, so I wanted to add it on there. So here is the 4 books I have, plus Cirque Berserk, and also Just Like Mother / A Hunger Like No Other, and these are my main books. And then I'm going to be doing my tarot card pick, and I also want to tell y'all some of the queer books that are on my radar to read during the month. Okay, so I'm shuffling. I'm not shuffling well at all because I'm filming this. I don't have a table like right in front of me, so I'm just gonna shuffle just like this, and I'm gonna just pick for the top. There's plenty of time to still join the tarot readathon if you would like. By the time I post this, even if it's like in the beginning of the month when you're finding this, there's plenty of time to still join. The Discord and the form and everything will be linked down below, or they will be linked in the video description box of the announcement video, which will definitely be linked down below and in the cards. So yeah, I'm going to pick this card, and that is the King of Swords. So let me look up what that is. I also did want to say that for my team, I could look at the imagery or something that's on the card itself and try to pick a book based off that. And I also need to read 2 different mediums throughout this month, either like ebook and physical, audio, ebook, audio, physical, but I do that basically every single month, so I'm not really paying attention to that, especially because like the one book I don't physically own, so that one's definitely going to be like ebook, or I don't even know if there's an audio for that one. So King of Swords is read a book with scientific elements, which is sci-fi, scientists, or characters. So for this one I can actually go with The Deep again by Nick Cutter because there are scientists, so I think I'm going to do that just to kind of save my life and make it a little bit easier. That's really good that I can actually pick the same books. I already told people that this was going to be my first book for the readathon, so I'm glad that it can actually fit the prompt. So some queer books that I definitely want to read this month is Salt Slow by Julia Armfield. I loved Our Wives Under the Sea by Julia Armfield because I love the ocean, as you could probably tell from this video. So I really would like to get to this one. And this one also has horror, science fiction, mythology, and feminist elements that blend together. I also am supposed to have Sorrowland in the package that I ordered of books. Sorrowland was supposed to be in there, but it's not in there, so I have to contact them. But Sorrowland is one that I also definitely want to read, as well as something by Judith Sonnet. Judith Sonnet is an amazing extreme horror author, so I definitely want to pick something up by her. And if you are also looking for something, obviously Eric LaRocca. I've read everything by Eric LaRocca. I've reread a lot of things by Eric LaRocca, so Eric I'm not going to be reading from this month, but I am going to be putting out a guide to Eric LaRocca during the month. And then I also have Her Body and Other Parties, The Honeys, Patricia Wants to Cuddle, Just Like Home, Bathhouse, and those are just some of the ones that are on my radar. I probably will not be able to get to all of them, especially because the tarot is kind of picking my direction of where I'm going, but I am going to try my best to read as many queer authors as possible during the month. So that's all that I have for this video today. I hope that y'all enjoyed. If you made it to the end, put the little ocean wave emoji for all the ocean-y books related to this video, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye, everybody.
I'm writing rhymes in the kitchen, soaking in moments we live in, yeah. You got the nerve to be on me, faking a life that I had you. If you got my number, don't add me, cause baby,